was your summer, and how are you feeling being back in Van and getting ready to ramp things up here?
Yeah, summer was good. I felt like it went by fast, but that's how it always goes. I'm super excited to be back, and anytime we get to this term, we know that the season's right around the corner. So I've been back for a little bit now, and I'm ready to go.
Super excited to be back, especially with how everything played out around the contract and July 1st and all of that. Did that sort of, after that played out, give you a chance to sort of appreciate the opportunity to come back and be a part of this team again?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it was a very stressful time, and I'm just happy that it's over and done with, and now I can just focus on playing hockey. And obviously, I said that I want to be here from the start, so I'm super excited, and I'm really happy I can just focus on hockey now.
How's your golf game?
It's all right.
What do you make of where this team's at heading into the season? I know there's a lot of to come before you guys actually hit the ice, but
Yeah, I think we have a lot of good parts of our team. We have a lot of strong foundations with the goalies and the defense, and obviously we talked about our offense from last season wasn't that good, so we obviously need to be better. So I think that's a key focus. But I think we just got to make sure that we're moving on from last season and focusing on this season and making sure it's a fresh start.
What's it been like just to see some of the guys be back on the ice and just get back together with this group?
Oh, it's been great. We have a great group of guys on this team, and every day guys start trickling in, and it just gets me excited and gets me ready to go for the season. And I'm kind of getting sick of the summer skate, so I'm kind of ready for the first day of camp.
What was the most fun thing you did this summer?
I went to Italy and Croatia right before the free agency period, so I don't recommend that for anyone else going through that. Kind of was stressed on a trip you're not supposed to be stressed on, but it was good.
Brock, you referenced last year, and I know you guys want to turn the page. Right? How far can the good vibes carry a group if you truly can put last year in the rearview mirror?
Yeah, we got to put in the mirror. There's some positives to build on, but I think we have such a great group of guys. I think if we come together as one and work together and push each other each and every day, I think we always talk about the start. I think the start's important, so I think that starts day one of camp on a week from Wednesday. So we got to make sure that we're ready to go.
How it feels like a lot's going to hinge on Demmer's health, and then this time last year, obviously, he wasn't part of the group. How's he look just in informal skates?
He looks pretty good. I'm just so happy that he had a full summer of being healthy, and he's already back, and he's been back for a bit, and I haven't scored many on him, so he looks good out there.
And what are your thoughts on your new coach?
Footy, yeah, he's great. He's such a detailed guy, and he's a guy that can connect with the players well, and he has the last few seasons. So, I think he's going to be great for us.
Brock, a lot of the group that's coming back is the same as last year. The team did make too many changes. What does that say to you about the management that they kind of believe in this group moving forward?
Yeah, it means a lot. I think we were right on the cusp there last year after everything, but like I said, we got to move on, and we got to focus on this year and focus on making sure that we mesh well together. Obviously, we have a lot of new coaches, so we got to communicate well with them and figure things out as we go.
How was the summer, and how are you feeling here as things start to ramp up for the group?
Summer's always good. Feel good. Good to be back and get this thing going. And mostly all the guys are back too, so we've been having some good skates together. It was a good off season. Excited to get things going again though.
What does it mean to you? You talk about most of the guys being back, that after the way last season went, a bit of a vote of confidence for management that there weren't a ton of changes, and you guys as a core group get another chance to right the ship here.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's important, I think, to get chemistry with a lot of the same guys, and like you mentioned, to bring a lot of the same guys back. I think it's great for our group. Little additions here and there, which I think it's only positive to know that we're just adding and not trying to interchange too much. So really excited to what was done this summer. Really excited to get things going.
What were your thoughts with Brock kind of going down to free agency and then coming back? What were your initial thoughts when you saw the Brock sign for so long here?
Very happy. Brock and I have been together a while now, and you know, I know it can, at that time of year, it can be a little chaotic for a lot of guys. You know, at the end of the day, just really excited to see him back.
What was a big highlight for you this summer? Anything stick out that you enjoyed?
Hit the water slides with the kids a bunch of times, so that was fun.
Tyler, talking about additions, you're the one guy on this team that's played with Evander Kane before. So what can you tell us about those experiences and what you expect him to bring to the team this year?
Yeah, I think Kaner's going to help us a lot. You know, he brings a lot to a group. You know, big power forward. You know, the times that I've had with him when we were younger, playing against him, you know, wasn't that fun. And you know, playing with him at World Juniors, things like World Juniors and Worlds, I know what he can bring, and you know, I think he's exactly some of the things that we were lacking a little bit of, and you know, I think he's going to step in and be great for us.
Tyler, you've spoken over the years about Adam Foote and what he's meant to you. How does the defense group feel about sharing him with the group now? Like, what do you think the challenges are for any first-time head coach?
That's honestly tough to say. You know, jumping from, you know, an assistant coach to a head, you know, I've never experienced it, so you know, I'm sure it definitely changes in some ways. You know, he's gonna see that, you know, a lot more than me. But knowing Footer, really excited for him, really happy to have him back. You know, and I think one of the things I love about him is he, you know, I think he reads a room and reads a player, you know, better than, you know, a lot of people that I've seen. He's helped me tremendously the last few years. And for him to jump in as a head coach, you know, I think he's just going to help, you know, more and more guys being able to, you know, be a part of it a little bit more in a higher role. So really excited for him and happy to have him back there.
Has your off-season training changed over the years, or is it a matter of you've got this rhythm that's the same now every year, now you've found what works for you?
Oh, it's definitely changed. You know, I think it's important for any player to go in every year and learn as much as you can, learn new things. So yeah, just over the years, you figure out more and more what, you know, what works for me and what doesn't. And you know, I feel like it changes, you know, even different times throughout a season. So you know, it definitely changes a lot.
In training camp, there's going to be a lot of younger players pushing for positions on the blue line and forward. So as one of the leaders of this team, what is your role and how are you going to help insulate them into this team?
Well, I think, first off, I think it's great when you have internal competition. I think it brings out the best of guys, including the guys, you know, the veteran players. But yeah, for the young guys, I think the biggest thing for them is to realize they don't have to come in and, you know, focus on points. You know, you see a lot of that with younger guys. I think coming in and focus on the right habits and doing the things that we're trying to do within the system on a consistent basis, you know, that's a better focus than coming in and trying to dazzle with a goal or you know, the cookies. But you know, sometimes that can help you too. It just gets you in the right mindset. But you know, I think coming in, not trying to force anything, and being a consistent player is the big focus for them.
How much of that did you see from a guy like Elias when he came up and played on the back end with you guys in the second half last year?
He played great. You know, he stepped in and showed that he's got a ton of potential, and you know, I know for him it's you know, he's looking at this as a big opportunity and a big camp, just like a lot of the other guys. But you know, for him to come in last year and step in and play the way he did, it's a great stepping stone for him. And you know, I'm excited to see him push this September too.
Have you guys figured out the PD situation?
A little bit. Yeah, we got a few different ones, and I'm sure we'll just add to it this year.
With Marcus here from the start and the PD, is this as much depth defensively as you had in your time here, do you think?
It'd be up there. You know, I really like the way the decor is shaping out. Like you said, to have Marcus come in at the start of the year and you know, for him to sign the contract. He does so much for us off the ice as well, being a leader on the team. So, you know, I think with where the decor stands right now and, you know, a lot of the young guys pushing for a spot, I think it's in a great spot, and we just want to keep building off of it.
What does it mean to you and kind of the organization to see the Abbotsford Canucks go win the Calder Cup? Like, what do you think that says about what you guys have down on the farm?
It was awesome. I forget what streaming service it was, but I was asking around, and I was watching the game in Abbotsford. What game would that have been? It was the overtime loss. Yeah. I forgot that one.
5.
I watched 5 and 6, and so it was a lot of fun watching. I was happy for the guys. I texted them after, and it's great for the organization to, you know, show the guys that we have coming up, and you know, it was great. It was a lot of fun to watch.
It seems like a lot of them talked about just like learning what playoff hockey is like and going through long series like that. What do you think that does to young guys in that position?
Yeah, and that's a big part of it. What you just said, you know, to go through that, it allows you to grow a lot quicker. You know, you're able to, you know what it feels like to win. You know, even at the AHL level, it's going to help you stepping in and working to become and doing it at the NHL level. So it was great for those guys. I'm sure it helped them grow as players in a big way, and it was fun.
I did get married, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hit the net!
I have every intention to win in Edmonton.
Generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.